Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is the chart, the new moon, 30th of May 2022. It's set for London in the UK at 12:30 BST. Now I use whole signs to represent the houses, hopefully for clarity. And here you can see we have Neptune. I'm just looking around here. Saturn's still in Aquarius, Pluto's still in Capricorn, Neptune's still in Pisces. These are slow moving, so nothing much changes. But what is exciting is Jupiter and Mars here now in Aries. Mars has only just moved into its own sign of Aries. That takes 2 years for its orbit, and that happened on the 24th of May, and it stays there right up until the 5th of July. The other planet that's just changed sign is Venus. Venus has moved into her own sign on the 28th of May and stays there until the 23rd of June when it moves into Gemini. So let's go back. The Sun and Moon are in Gemini. Here they are at 9 degrees 3 minutes. And Gemini is a dual sign. It's the sign of the twins. And that you could also, in the tarot, it's the lovers as well. So what is Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, doing? Well, here it is. It's sitting here. It's retrograde in Taurus. It's close to the North Node, also now in Taurus, and Uranus as well. We've been going through the eclipse season, and this new moon takes us out of that season. Mercury retrograde has been a trial for me personally, and it's almost over, the good news, and it will be over on Friday, June the 3rd at 9 AM. That's in BST, London. Now, there's also the shadow, and the shadow is takes another few weeks. I don't relate too much to the shadow. I think while it's actually retrograde, all well and good. However, it's not at the moment in its own sign. So when Mercury moves back into Gemini, because it's been there already, then that is good news. And that will happen. When will that happen? I'm just checking that in my calendar. That's on the 13th of June. And any communication that has gone awry, hopefully once we get Mercury back into its own sign, things will start being cleared up. It's always a time when it's retrograde, the advice, never, if you can't hold it, sign a contract, because you need the detail. And I'm getting today I had a message, I think it was months out of date. Where's that come from? So Mercury retrograde is exactly that. Things that are weird or unusual or just odd start to happen. Patience is always called for. Now, interestingly enough, we have Mercury, as I said, in Taurus, and look at that trine, the flow, the blue energy is a trine, a flow of energy to Pluto, to do with power, buried power. And this is a kind of Scorpio feeling of things that are being uncovered, that have been buried, coming up to the surface. Now, because it's retrograde, Mercury will go back and finally will go forward again, making that contact yet again. It's a 3 times contact to Pluto. We have the Sun and Moon, as I said, in Gemini, so Mercury is in the sign of Venus, and Venus now is in her own sign. Mars is now in its own sign. This is very good news, and this doesn't happen every year, because Mars, as I said, takes 2 years to go round the zodiac. So it's a welcome when Mars and Venus are both in their own signs. They can excel, they can give of the best. Now, the Venus energy, we've obviously gone through the month of Taurus, but Venus is in Taurus sensual. This is Aphrodite. And I saw a little clip in Facebook just now of, it was wonderful. It was the 2 goddesses of their era. the blonde Marilyn Monroe, the brunette Jane Russell. Truly amazing beauties, both of them. And of course the contrast of the blonde and the brunette. It's a lovely little clip, and it's like the orchestra kind of like, whoa. And it's that feeling of, yeah, when you see someone, like the goddess appears. And I'm going to be celebrating the Queen's coronation. I'm giving a talk. You can find it at brightonastrology.com. And I'm giving you a talk on the Queen, and you can sign up. It's only £5, and that will be on the 1st of June. At 7:15, they changed the time, for about an hour and a half. And also what I want to notice, make you aware of, is so many of us have planets in Scorpio. Now, I happen to be a sun sign Scorpio, fair enough, but Pluto's gone through Scorpio. You know, Uranus in Scorpio, Chiron, Chiron, yes, it's in Scorpio. It's a 50-year circuit, so yes, it has gone through Scorpio. And all of these mean that so many of us have got this ability to go beneath the surface, the unconscious, healing unconscious wounds. So I'm talking Scorpio because the South Node is there. Right now, that's it, South Node Scorpio, North Node Taurus. This axis is a karmic axis, and it's where the eclipses occur. We've had, of course, as I said, the eclipse season is just finished, and then we will, later on in the autumn, we were going to get a solar eclipse on the 25th of October, approximately at 2 degrees Scorpio, and we're going to get a lunar eclipse on the November the 8th at 16 of Scorpio. So for all, as I said, for all of us, that's going to affect most of us. It's not like other axes, like for instance Gemini Scorpio, is that Sagittarius. So watch out, be aware of that. Now the other thing to notice, and I'm using the basic chart to show you the elements down here. And here you can see, of course, it's Gemini, air dominates, earth is also significant, fire is good, the low element at the moment is water, emotions. Now, the moon, of course, goes through the water signs every month, but certainly at the moment there are no other planets that are going to move into a water sign until we reach the summer solstice, and that's on June the 21st this year. Now, cardinal, fixed, mutable, they're all fairly balanced. I won't delve into those, but I am giving a masterclass on the basics of astrology. It's fully illustrated, and that is free, and that is on Thursday the 2nd of June at 7:30 again in the UK BST. Always welcome a new moon, because it's always a new beginning, and it won't be until the moon is visible as a crescent moon that you really need to start projects, because the moon and the sun, the moon is hidden. I grew up knowing that Western astrology said, oh, start something new on a new moon. No, you can't see it. The moon's the public. What will be happening, of course, in the UK is next week, we are going to be celebrating the Queen, the coronation, the Platinum Jubilee. So already, the papers are talking about it, magazines are talking about it. Pleasure, having fun, having picnics, street parties. This is all totally right on. That's Venus's energy. It's going, yeah, it's time for pleasure. We've had a very austere few months of this year, and I'm now feeling how much of a hermit I have been, how much I feel I've been missing out on events and socializing, and I'm going, yeah, I need to bring the party back. So I also would like to encourage you to do something, anything. Venus in Taurus we've just had the Chelsea Flower Show in the UK. It's all about beauty, it's Aphrodite, it's sensual. So just by adding a few drops of essential oil to a bath, for instance, ylang ylang is really lovely, as is geranium. That invokes the senses, and that's what Venus in Taurus wants us to do right now. So thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com.